pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hammond.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the 1st quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. 7 yards, the pickup there. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off play action. Jackson. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down and 7. Chubb will get the call running left, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance, going for it on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And only able able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this one is right through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up. And he coughed it up. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a first down. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember, earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a victory here in Vegas would give them a sweep of the season series. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 26. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
A give. This is Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second down at the 49-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
This drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Throwing, Mayfield. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And again, it's Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. Mayfield off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Jackson to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Jackson.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Jackson. Dobbins with it.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Throwing, Jackson.
Slings it to Anders, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
Here's Jackson.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Play action. It's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. On
3rd down, Jackson. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one. The better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson rolling to his right. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Now, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,